Hello everyone, this is Cambrian Man, and I'm going to play and do a postmortem of my Ludum Dare 29 game, Army of None. The G in the gnome is silent, and it is pronounced like Army of One, only it's none. Get it? Alright, let's go ahead and start the game. I should probably click to get it. So, you play as gnomes. Gnomes love treasure. It is a puzzle platformer. It's wigging out a little bit because I think that if there's too much delay, it just doesn't play nice. I've had some issues with phasers this time around. There's especially issues with collision. Maybe we'll get some. Anyway, when you pull up a gnome, you start out stacked. So, easiest way to get them stacked again is to drop one in a hole and then go. This thing is too tall for a gnome to fit through, but two of them can get one on top of the other. Press R to reset. We should be able to jump this. Yep. It's a little laggy because of the recording software. Yeah, if you fall in the water, let's see. We know this is too far to jump across, but we'll try it again. Nope, you drown. Press R to restart. Okay. But we see some sprouts down at the bottom. Pull up the sprout, and oh, it fell off. Well, that's okay. We'll leave him down here for a minute. So you control all the characters out at the same time. You can pull up this one too, see? Let's see. For Queen Country. No, he's done. Okay. So you are going to make another stepping stone for me. Yep. So, puzzle platformers are one of my favorite genres, and it's pretty clear I like to work in a certain mode. It's very reminiscent of my game. The monsters will show you the way. So, next area. This is going to be the most buggy one. Wow, there's just a lot of bugs in this with Phaser not playing nicely. It's unfortunate. I really like Phaser, but something about it just doesn't play as nicely. Oh well. That's okay. This is the biggest test on the physics. It just doesn't work very well. But we can get 4 of them and get them across. Shiny switches. Step on a switch. I actually wanted to make it so that if you got off the switch, it would break it, or undo it. But again, I had a lot of trouble with the collision on Phaser. Yeah, see, they're flipping out. They don't do that normally. Anyway, if I were to do that, well, that actually could work. Jump. Didn't intend it to be like that, but. Gotta do another stack of 3. Interestingly, they only seem to like totally flip out on that one level. But now I happen to know that we're gonna need all 3 of them down at the bottom there. Similar to before, but now we gotta get all 3 across, and there's no easy way to separate them. So we'll just do that. Alright, so this one. We want that switch, but if we sacrifice one, we'll sacrifice all of them, so let's not do that. Jump that. Jump that. Aha. This part's a bit tricky, actually. Oh, because you need to jump so that one makes it across, but the other does not. It's designed so that it's kind of actually easy to do if you just run up until the other one's almost at the end. But obviously, that can be a problem sometimes if you're not careful. Another switch puzzle. So if we hit this switch here, it opens that. So that can't be right. We can't get out. So you're going to have to do a little bit of mid-air maneuvering here. Again, you should know that you can control yourself in mid-air by this point in the game. Know where to go but sacrifice ourselves. And get another gnome friend with us. And make it to the switch on the left. Whoa. That's a bug. You shouldn't have gone through the other guy. I actually played with that quite a bit, trying to get them not to do that. Something about physics in... It's the arcade physics in Phaser. We'll see if this works, because I may not be able to get past this level. Oh, no, I could. Okay. Something about the arcade physics... It just doesn't work quite right. It's not as robust. But I didn't want to try the other physics. Okay, last level. This one has some deep water to deal with. See? There's a couple ways to approach this, but I'm going to do it the way I intended it. Just going to jump. I'm going to get them one at a time because it's much easier to do if you do it one at a time. So we're going to make a platform. The camera actually jumps to the closest gnome to the exit. So it generally tries to be kind of smart about it. But it's not that smart, so it can wig out and do stuff like that. It actually only checks every, think of it every 1/5 of a second, every 200 milliseconds, so that you shouldn't get too many just random flip outs of the camera. But they can happen, so. Last area, pretty easy. Got some gnome sprouts here. I'm gonna pull them up. This one up. Yay, we survived. And we made it to the end. Found some gold. Yay, we got all our little gnomes here. Army of None. Game by me, Phaser and CoffeeScript. I love CoffeeScript. Thanks for playing. So yeah, there's some definite bugs, and they're not really my bugs. They're bugs with the library. I may be stressing the library in ways that it's not intended, but this seems like a pretty regular platformer. People were talking about falling through the world and things like that. I don't know. It's really kind of odd to me. I'm not sure what the problem was. It may be just that version of Phaser. However, everything said, I'm actually quite pleased with this game. I think it's a game, right? It's a game for Ludum Dare. It's a full game. It has multiple levels. It has a definite mechanic. Unfortunately, you can't see the animation very well. You can see it on the bottom guide. And a lot of this stuff doesn't actually happen on my computer when I'm developing it and not recording. But it has happened on other people, not just for recording, but apparently while playing. Which is too bad, but there's only so much testing and development into in 48 hours. I wanted to make sure there was some content to actually play. So yeah, that's my game this time around. I haven't done a recording in quite a while, but here we go. See you next time, whenever that might be.